Hi, Shelley. This is me, Casey, and that's Tamsin.
Hi.
Her video on the phone, and then that third person is Tamsin's skier device hooked up, and that's the computer screen that you're seeing. So, what we do in the software in order to interface, quote unquote, with your consciousness, we take your full name, your date of birth, like you can see, your gender that was given to you at birth, place of birth, Plymouth, Devon. Awesome. And then Tamsin, do you want to please just go into the birth time and place and just double check everything's saved?
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. You're up. There we go.
Your time of birth.
Yep, perfect. And then click on close and we're good. If you'd like, you can load the patient picture as well. For me, I kind of find it helpful, like as a therapist, but I've connected with people loads of times without a picture.
Yeah.
It might be
Can I do that bit? I don't know where that screen's gone.
I think you have to go into Telegram and then save the picture, like download it or something like that. Perfect. I'm gonna warn you guys both, by the way. If you ever want to get off coffee, do a coffee enema. Oh my God, they are horrible. Don't ever get tricked into doing one, ever. Ever, ever, ever. Oh,
So would that be where?
downloads. Right there.
Okay.
And Telegram desktop, go up, up, up. And then that folder, Telegram desktop. I think it's the one on top. Yeah, 1423. Yep.
Yeah, okay, lovely.
For a Mac user, you're doing okay on Windows. Okay, that should be everything. And then click Save Current Patient, that button in the middle of the, yep. And then, of course, click on OK. Normally, I do the standards of care or whatever that is, but let's click on Close. And yes, please, for the biorhythms. So click on Start in that upper right-hand corner. You've seen this screen before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then just rectify it all.
And the only difference is I'm going to go super slow because this is basically, I can't remember if I did 1 or 2 Q&A sessions on PTSD and the protocols I used in that small pilot study. Double click on that rotating icon that turns, green and white.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's insert her name and date of birth. So basically, it's quote unquote fusing the consciousness together of a partner, which I never do. I leave married people alone. They got to sort their stuff out on their own.
Wait, so put Shelley's name in here.
Yes, please. Yeah. Because I deeply believe that trauma shatters us a little bit. And yeah, so we want her to fuse together with herself. That makes sense, with her original self.
And the date of birth?
One moment. I'll just grab it on my phone. I think it was...
I've got it, but do you want me to put it in? The 7th or the 12th?
Yep, 7/12/1988. So young to not have a uterus. Okay, and then you click on that Calculate Compatibility button. There you go. And then click on OK. And then that button, Fuse Consciousness Together. Yep. And then there's a whole bunch of info that you really don't have to read, but click on that button, Start, that just appeared.
This one, okay.
And usually with the nucleus, I click it twice, maybe thrice in total, and then it's rectified. But you're going to see those percentages where we want 85% or higher. Click Start again, please.
Do I keep clicking Start, not treat biorhythm?
Yep, keep clicking Start, correct.
Okay.
And not biorhythm, because we already treated her biorhythm, and if she's her partner, then, it's one of those software things. And a third time, hopefully third time's a charm. But yeah, back to coffee enemas, just no.
I've never done one, but I do want to do one.
So you can close this and then we can calibrate. I can explain more about those. Oh my God. During calibration, because calibration always takes like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Very quick virtual.
Yes, please. Thank you. Yep. And then click on the button Show and Tune Harmonics as well. But yeah, so I finally got around to it. I think, yeah, it was Friday night because it's St. Patrick's Day here, and everybody's like, oh, it's an excuse to drink, blah, blah. Has been performed. Retest the room. So could you click on check room for geopathic stress again? I think because I always do it in the other order, I do show and tune harmonics and then I do the other thing. So maybe.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes things just come up differently though, especially when we're connected to the internet right now. You never know what weird things can happen. Detected and then clean workspace.
Clean workspace.
Yes, please. So yeah, everyone's, having their St. Patty Day whatever's, and I hear I'm like, I need to
yeah, that's really big out there, isn't it? In the States.
Americans just need some kind of an excuse to break the monotony. I mean, they only have 2 weeks of paid holiday in the year. That's ridiculous. And they often, like, Thanksgiving is on a Thursday. They'll take it then on a Friday to take the long weekend off. They just need a better quality of life here. It's just insane. But
okay, stress. Okay, so that harmonics has disappeared now anyway. So and I always do that as well.
Yep. And then that should help if there are any, anomalies in the field. And then, yeah, calibration. You have been watching Malvina's videos very well. I love that.
Thank you. Do you know what? I've watched them all.
It sounds cheesy to give you such like simple accolades, but it's like I love when people have that hunger, like Linda does too. She has such a hunger and knowledge, and now she's training in 2 French women. This is just
amazing.
Oh God! So back to that damn coffee enema. So yeah, it was Friday night. I should be going out to live music or something, right? I'm like, oh, I should get this work done. I should blah blah blah. And finally, I was like, crap, it's like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So what I was told, right, by a couple patients of mine was make, like a French press full, like 750 milliliters or something. And that should be enough to clean it out, blah, blah. So I make that, but I add in a bit of distilled water. And I think I'm going to do 2 flushes because normally I do that with water enemas. And this was so weird. Awesome. We're just going to go and do the scan. Oh, but I had no idea that you absorb caffeine, of course, through your bowels, right? Because hold on one second, before clicking on test, let's go into system power settings, just because we have the internet connected. So,
that one.
System power settings. So let's click on activating positive consciousness field. Perfect. And then click on activate virtual, please, because we don't have, any things. And then disable harness way on the bottom. And that should be good. Yeah. Yeah, let's click the X and then test. So for the positive consciousness field, let's say I have a really difficult patient in harness, like often people with Lyme disease or other kind of stuffs, they just are irritable or they have chronic constipation or things like that. And it's kind of affecting my ability to interface. I don't know how better to put it, but, like hook in with them. I'll click on that. Or if I've got the internet connected, I feel that just weird energy viruses come through. It's
weird. My internet is still connected because I was obviously using Telegram. Should I disconnect it or leave it how it is?
Leave the internet because we unfortunately need it for the video.
Oh yeah, for Zoom, of course.
It's unfortunate, but I don't know if it's Windows necessarily. What I'm trying to do, that's taken me, it's a challenge. I'm trying to use Ubuntu, so that's a very, very safe operating system and secure. There's no backdoors, there's no vulnerabilities, and I want to have a virtual operating system in Ubuntu, and then run Windows on it. So hopefully, come on, Lord, please, let me finally set up this week, because I have 3.5 laptops I'm not traveling with. This is just too much. Because I've always heard have a backup laptop just in case whatever happens, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And the reason why I want the virtual operating system is that so I can do these kind of Zoom sessions and stuff. My worst case scenario is I'm going to have a dual partition. I don't know if any of this is, information you'd like or would need, but the dual partition, I'd have to boot up Ubuntu, but I wouldn't be able to do a session using it. Which is tough because often I'll be running a session in the background, as I'm doing stuff. I was running someone overnight last night because I just felt there was really weird energies here. And I was like, okay, she needs this. So I just ran it overnight on her. Oh, goodness. Yeah, when things are really not feeling good, that's when I'm like, okay, I just need to run a session on myself or somebody or, goodness. But yeah, so basically I was super awake with that stupid coffee because I had no idea I absorb it through my bowels. Oh
yeah.
God, Americans are so gross. You would have no idea. Oh, I hope you've never heard of this before. It's called, I don't even know what it's called, like butt beer chugging, where apparently people, oh God, Americans are so disgusting, where they consume or imbibe beer through, oh God, through their anus. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God, they do. I had no idea, so I told Polly, I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. I didn't sleep at all last night. I was wide awake, right, because of this coffee. And it was so horrible. Like, I think the caffeine gave me such a rush. I actually got a bloody nose. My nose.
I know.
And normally that never happens unless I'm like hit on the nose or something. Oh, that finished already. That was quick. So yeah, long story short, don't do a coffee enema at all. Just stick to pure water. That's it. Oh my God. Ugh, I'm drinking coffee now and I'm like, no, I need the caffeine. Oh God. So the R level is something that I would definitely take note of. So Tamsin already knows all this, but I'm explaining it basically for Shelley. God, that young person. So R is resistance to change or cure. And I've seen that it's really low. It should be 85% or higher. 100% is great. That means you're connected with yourself. There's no evil entities latched on, hanging around. What I've found is with blunt force trauma, let's say it's a car accident or domestic abuse, also with any kind of trauma, sexual abuse, domestic abuse from, like a father or a mother or something. With all the abuse that happens, that R level gets lower and lower. I believe because our consciousness is shattered a little bit. There's something inside of us that just is forgotten and pushed away and all that. So what we're trying to do is fuse our consciousness, bring everything more to the light, and then heal it. There's going to be a lot of weird stuff that happens. Well, I think I explained it on the phone. It feels like you're almost reliving how bad that felt the first time it happened, but it's not as acute. It's like 90% or 80% of how painful it was. It's really weird, but I'm only sharing this with Shelley, but my first time having sex was being raped. It was not comfortable. It was, not a good feeling. But when I was healing all of that, it felt nearly as bad, but not as bad. It wasn't so bad where I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like your consciousness goes to somewhere else. Like, does that make sense? Have you ever like said a word in the middle of your sentence? You're like, that was not you said Thursday, but you meant to say Tuesday or something. This like consciousness glitch.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like that. So, let's heal the world. Let's get this automated somehow and heal the world. There's way too much trauma, especially in the States. So, anyways, that's the, R level that I'd be looking at. Voltage, amperage, decent enough given all the stuff she's been through. I wouldn't really take a look at dysfunction in organ system, degeneration, energy management, stuff like that, because what we really want to do is go through risks profile, look at trauma, and see what's most immediately connected to that.
Okay.
So you've got 8 gigs of RAM.
Casey, do you have control as well? Are you able to navigate?
Why don't I? I'll request remote
Why
control. Not? It's a little bit faster than me saying, no, upper left. No, look for the button. That just looks really weird. Okay, I can control your screen now. So I'm clicking on close. Okay. And on Zoom, sometimes I have to click a few times. It's not as good as AnyDesk, but, decent enough. What I'm gonna do